The simple thing every great garlic grower knows, but most gardeners skip. Before you ever press a clove into the soil, there's a make-or-break step that decides whether you'll end up with fat, healthy bulbs, or thin, disappointing ones. It's not about variety, watering, or even timing. It's what happens before you plant. Old farmers used to guard this secret like gold, and somewhere along the way, modern gardeners forgot it. But once you understand this pre-planting ritual, you'll see your garlic transform from average to outstanding, tripling bulb size, strengthening root systems, and protecting against disease naturally. If you've ever wondered why your garlic bulbs come out small despite good soil and watering, the answer usually lies in what you didn't do before planting. So, stay with me here, because in the next few minutes, you're going to learn exactly how to prepare your seed garlic the way serious growers have done for centuries. It's simple, powerful, and once you do it, you'll never skip it again. It all begins with waking up your cloves the right way. Garlic is a living organism, and each clove holds a dormant life waiting to burst into growth. When you plant it straight from storage, that clove can be sluggish. It might take weeks to wake up, slowing root and sprout development. But farmers who consistently grow large bulbs don't plant cold, dry cloves. They pre-sprout them. The process is known as vernalization or pre-chilling, and it mimics the natural cold conditions garlic would experience in the ground during early winter. Here's what happens. When cloves are exposed to cold, they sense the seasonal signal to start root production. Once they hit the soil, they already have a head start. Roots dive deeper, shoots emerge faster, and bulb formation happens earlier and more vigorously. Skipping this means your garlic wastes valuable energy trying to adjust to the soil instead of growing strong from day one. Start with high-quality seed garlic. Never supermarket bulbs, as most are treated to prevent sprouting. Choose your best, fattest cloves from the largest heads you grew last season, or buy certified seed garlic from a trusted supplier. Separate the cloves carefully a few days before you plan to pre-chill them, keeping the papery skins intact. Now, you'll need to simulate nature's winter trigger. Place your garlic cloves in a breathable mesh bag or paper bag and store them in the refrigerator, not the freezer, for about 2 to 3 weeks before planting. The ideal temperature range is 0 to 5 degrees Celsius, or 32 to 41 degrees Fahrenheit. During this time, the cloves undergo a physiological change that primes them for rapid root initiation once planted in soil. If your region already has naturally cold autumn temperatures, you can skip refrigeration and simply time your planting to align with when soil temperatures drop below 10 degrees Celsius, or 50 degrees Fahrenheit. But in warmer climates, this pre-chill step is absolutely crucial. It's the difference between marble-sized bulbs and full market-grade heads of garlic. Once your garlic has been chilled, don't rush to plant it just yet. There's one more forgotten step that's pure gold. Old-time growers used to soak their garlic in a special activating solution that sterilized, fed, and energized the cloves all at once. It's an easy mix that anyone can make at home with basic ingredients. In a large bowl or bucket, prepare a solution using 1 tablespoon of baking soda and 1 tablespoon of liquid seaweed or kelp extract per liter of water. Submerge the cloves completely and let them soak for 12 hours. The baking soda neutralizes surface pathogens and fungal spores that often cause white rot and basal plate rot, while the seaweed infusion delivers trace minerals and growth hormones that boost root formation. Some organic farmers even take this a step further. After the initial soak, they drain the cloves and give them a brief 1 to 2 minute dip in hydrogen peroxide at 3% to fully disinfect them before planting. It's optional, but if you've struggled with soil-borne diseases in the past, this step is honestly a lifesaver. Once the soak is complete, drain the cloves and let them dry slightly until the skins are just tacky, ready to go straight into the ground. Even the best prepped garlic won't thrive if your soil is compacted, dry, or nutrient poor. Garlic roots love loose, crumbly soil that drains well but still holds moisture. Before planting, loosen the bed to at least 20 centimeters, or about 8 inches deep. Mix in a generous layer of compost, about 1 10-liter bucket per square meter, and a light handful of wood ash for potassium and sulfur. Avoid heavy nitrogen fertilizers at this stage. Garlic doesn't need lush leaves early on, it needs strong roots. Plant your cloves pointy side up, about 5 centimeters, or 2 inches deep and 15 centimeters, or 6 inches, apart in rows spaced 20 centimeters, or 8 inches apart. Once planted, cover the bed with 5 to 7 centimeters, or 2 to 3 inches, of organic mulch. Straw, dry leaves, or shredded sugarcane work perfectly. This helps retain soil moisture and maintains an even temperature as your garlic begins its underground work. Garlic bulbs, they actually grow by dividing the base plate into new cloves. For this to happen efficiently, the plant really needs to establish a wide, healthy root network early on. Now when you chill and pre-soak your cloves, you're triggering two critical physiological processes. First, there's the cold shock response, which ramps up the production of growth hormones like gibberellins, and then there's the metabolic activation that wakes up enzymes responsible for cell division. So, in simpler terms, pre-chilled garlic starts working before it even hits the soil. It actually begins forming these tiny microscopic root tips, all set to dig deep and pull in nutrients the moment you plant it. The result? Well, you get stronger plants, faster growth, and bulbs that can reach 2 to 3 times the size of untreated ones. Honestly, many longtime garlic farmers will tell you, once you've seen the difference, you'll never go back to planting sleeping cloves. In cold regions, you already have nature on your side. You can actually use the soil itself as the chilling medium by planting in late fall, just before the first freeze. Your garlic will naturally vernalize through winter, and then, just explode with growth in spring. But in temperate or warm zones, artificial chilling is a must. Gardeners in places where winter stays above 10 degrees Celsius or 50 degrees Fahrenheit should refrigerate their cloves every year without fail. For instance, a gardener in Texas or coastal Kenya could refrigerate garlic cloves for 21 days, soak them overnight in the seaweed baking soda mix, and then plant them in late June or early July under a mulch layer. Meanwhile, a gardener in Canada could simply plant in October and let the frost do the work. Both end up with the same result: strongly vernalized, energized garlic that produces massive bulbs by harvest time. By the time harvest season rolls around, you'll notice your garlic standing taller, with thicker stalks and darker leaves. When you pull them up, the difference is undeniable. Fat bulbs with tight, well-formed wrappers instead of loose, patchy skins. The cloves will be larger, juicier, and far better for both eating and saving as next season's seed stock. This method not only improves size but also storage quality. Garlic that's been prepped and grown this way cures better and lasts longer in storage because it developed stronger cell walls and a more balanced moisture content. That's why farmers who've been doing this for decades always have plump, firm bulbs hanging in their sheds long after the rest have shriveled. So before your next planting season, take an extra day or two to chill, soak, and prepare your garlic. It's a small investment of time that pays back in triple harvests. The forgotten farmer's secret isn't complicated or costly. It's simply about respecting the natural biology of the plant and helping it do what it's built to do. If you found this guide helpful and you're ready to transform your garlic harvest for good, hit that subscribe button for more field-tested growing secrets straight from the soil. Share this with a fellow gardener who could use a bigger, better garlic harvest this season. And let's keep the old knowledge alive, one bed at a time.